good with tools like mechanics, pernicious savage, still a ravage, a whole label. I fought the niggas like I snipped their umbilical or picked them out the cradle. Real talk, these niggas chalk when the steel spark. Real talk, easy built from a real cloth. These niggas bitch made, like I said, they sweeter. This a lemonade. When I speak, my word is born. I'm leaking these streets with the reefer I'm chiefing on. Hot bars, dropping bombs like Vietnam. Too calm, moving smarter than very calm. It's kinda hard to move calm when the world in your palms. And bitch niggas wanna fight you cause that girl in your arms. A lot of niggas biting, I can never be caught.
This is the 10th show. This is the 10th show right here. So, come on, give me that. Okay, 10th show.
Alright, here we go. I was gonna say take 1,000, but we're gonna get it right.
All right. Official.streetsmark@gmail is how you're going to contact us. Listen to us at Street Smark Audio on YouTube. Or fuck with us at Street Smark fan page at Facebook, official.streetsmarks on IG, street_smarks on Twitter. This is Street Smark Audio. July 22nd, 2017, Hollywood and the Fooge.
That's what I'm talking about. Hollywood and the Fooge in the building. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you nail the motherfucking social media joint drop, my dude. Shoot.
We have 22 subscribers currently.
Shout out to all 22 of y'all.
I thank you and for fucking with me.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
and listen to the shows and not just the shoot interviews. Dag nabbit.
Yeah, because you can definitely get some jewels right now.
Come on, somebody.
All right. So, courtesy of KSideSeats.com. Today in wrestling history, July 22nd. Uniondale, New York. Vince McMahon is acquitted on one count of conspiracy to distribute steroids. The story is in part as presented the next day in the New York Times. So basically, Vince was getting charged for conspiracy to peddle steroids to his performers. Okay. The way I remember it as told in Sex, Lies, and Headlocks, a book written by Sean Mooneyham, I believe, that the charges were that the distributor would bring the steroids to Vince in Allentown, where they would do their tapings for not prime time wrestling, but wrestling like Superstars or Wrestling Challenge or whatever. And then he would give them the steroids included with their draw.
Oh wow!
Right, and so therefore he wasn't necessarily selling steroids, but he was just handing them out. But you were recouping them back by getting your so you were getting a $10,000 draw, you get $1,000 worth of steroids. Ipso facto, now you got a $9,000 draw and some steroids.
Gotcha.
Okay, so everybody had tested with immunity or went on trial with
understand.
Yeah, understand, right. I don't watch those shows.
He's like
Hulk Hogan.
in that room.
Yeah,
where the court's at.
Yeah, with the people. They say yay or nay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But Hogan had got on stand with immunity. Roddy Piper didn't know what the hell was going on when the prosecutor was asking him questions. Rick Rude had, like everybody had said up front, yeah, I'll testify against Vince, no problem.
Oh shit!
And then when they got on the stand, they all, saying closed ranks.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so Vince got acquitted because nobody wanted to tell. Oh, because shit. The boys, kept to the boys, and nobody was gonna spill the beans except the guys who had a gripe with Vince, like Nails, or Bruno at the time was speaking out against Vince. But really, if you got subpoenaed to testify, no, they didn't say shit.
Oh, so okay, so yeah, that's what. Yeah, I didn't know. All those other wrestlers had to stay because I just remember as a kid, Hulk Hogan being on the news and stuff at the time.
Well, Rick Rude ain't gonna draw no ratings to know that. So, if they showing it on hard copy or a current affair, you know what I'm saying?
They need to fill some time.
They're like, Rick Rude? Rick Rude is the guy who be in the ring ravishing fans with their delight. But on trial on Wednesday, Rick Rude sang a different tune.
Or he was the one sweating like a Kansas City sweater. Thank you.
Yeah, so the fallout of all that was all the guys got fired. So that's why you get to see people like Anvil or Kerry Von Erich or not Morocco, but Snuka, all the guys who had bodies at ECW. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Damn. Yeah, so that's why you get to see all those guys on the show that we review every week.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because Vince, had to get rid of all those guys. Look, well, goddamn. Gotta let you go.
So he was giving them roids, though?
He got acquitted, so I apparently, no.
You know who else who got acquitted and also just got paroled? Yesterday? OJ Simpson.
Yeah, OJ.
Man, this is gonna sound so fucked up, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's the truth. I was so glad when OJ got off in that first trial, but I know he killed that woman.
Where were you when you heard the verdict?
Oh, school.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because I was in school. Yeah. Ninth grade.
Yes, sir.
I was walking through the halls with this girl named Kim Nicholson, who denied the Fugees' advances at the time.
What an idiot.
I know.
You dumb girl.
She could have got the soul pole at the time. But, whatever. One of my boys hit it. He said it wasn't all that, so.
Oh, shoot. Well, look how that worked out.
Right. Dodge that bullet,
Oh, yeah, shoot. Yeah, fuck her.
Also in wrestling history was WWF presented the Invasion pay-per-view from the great city of Cleveland, Ohio.
Ooh, man, that's crazy. That brought it full circle because they was in Cleveland when they did the split screen and made the announcement that Vince had bought WCW. No, psych your mind, your booty shine. Shane really bought WCW.
They come to Cleveland a lot in the spring, early summer.
I love it.
I always miss it.
And they hit Tampa a lot too.
Yeah, well, Tampa's, you figure they're always going to hit cities that have histories with wrestling. Tampa was the home base of championship wrestling for Florida for many years. Eddie Graham, Dusty Rhodes, that's where Dusty Rhodes became the American Dream. So Tampa's rich with wrestling history, so they're definitely going to hit that. They always hit Chicago.
St. Louis.
They always hit St. Louis. Definitely New York, you know what I'm saying? They hit Milwaukee. Milwaukee's not lesser known smart town due to the AWA back in the day.
Oh, okay.
They hit Atlanta, obviously. The cities of Dallas, they hit a lot, obviously, for world class. Mm-hmm. But the cities that strike me as weird, that one that they hit a lot is Phoenix, which they had a WrestleMania there, and I thought that was weird.
Which one was in Phoenix?
26, I believe.
Only thing that was Undertaker, HBK 2.
Yeah. Oh no, Cena Batista had a good one.
Did they?
Yeah, they had a good one. Very underrated.
Oh, Batista was here.
Yeah.
And left the company. Yeah.
Right.
It was
it was a very underrated match. People say 26 was a one match show. No, they say 25 was a one match show. But 26 was alright. But yeah, Phoenix, they hit Phoenix a lot, and I was like, yo, what's up with Phoenix? They hit Detroit a lot, what I'm saying, because of big time wrestling. Sheik, not Coco, but Bobo Brazil. A city that they don't hit a lot, which I thought is kind of weird, is Portland. I thought they would hit Portland.
Is that a big wrestling team?
Portland Championship Wrestling.
Shit.
Yeah, Don Owen. And he had a good territory back then. That's a city they don't hit a lot. They don't hit Louisville quite enough. I think Louisville is a city that they should hit way more often. I think that's about it. They should definitely hit the Carolinas way more than they should.
Oh yeah, Ric Flair
country. Right. It's Flair. It's Horseman country. Right.
Woo!
Yeah. So where were you during the Invasion pay-per-view?
I can't even.
July 22nd, 2001. Or just give a roundabout. I can't say like it's not like an OJ thing where you know where you were at. Like were you in Cleveland?
Yeah, I was living in Cleveland, but I did not attend the pay-per-view. I'm trying to. I think. Oh, I saw it at my homie Rocky's house.
Okay.
Shout out to my homie Rocky. And yeah, that's all I can really remember about the Invasion pay-per-view, because the Invasion angle was terrible. And now that I get a further, I mean, I see why they felt like they had to rush it. I get the rush aspect of it just because, the story was white hot, and if they was waiting for some of these contracts to expire and stuff.
There were too many things going on, man. Like, honestly, like, Vince had started doing the XFL shit at the time, okay?
Oh, shit, I forgot about the XFL.
Right, okay. Vince bought another company. ECW had folded and got absorbed into WWF as well. So Vince had his hand in too many properties at the same time to really do an effective angle. And honestly, did you really want to see fucking Kevin Nash in 2001? Because you didn't want to see him in 2002. Okay? You don't want to see him in 2017.
Just from a storyline perspective, yes.
No. That's impossible, because think about it like this. Okay, all right, Hogan had creative control in WCW. Mm-hmm. Okay, he comes over and Vince ain't playing that shit.
Right.
Okay, and not to mention, Austin ain't playing that shit. Rock ain't playing that shit. And Triple H ain't playing that shit. And goddamn Undertaker ain't playing that shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that upsets the apple cart already. Who's doing the job? Answer the question. Who's doing the job?
Well, at the end of the day, it's Vince's call, and so from a storyline perspective, I mean,
no, that's why the Invasion angle was fucked up. Who's doing the job? With all the fucking geeks that they had, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to do that fucking job. So they had to get goofs and build them up real quick so they could do the job.
Well, shit.
And then have motherfuckers defect over. It's ridiculous.
But from a storytelling perspective, if I would have wrote an Invasion angle, the WWF guys would have had to lose some matches. Now, if we're talking long term here, then just cement to some. I wouldn't even. I would have had. It would still be a WCW thing, and we would have got the Invasion thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Then it would have culminated in one big battle of the brands.
Nope.
WWF would have won, and then WCW would be doing its own thing. I still had WWF. I would sprinkle, some cross inter-promotional things every now and then. Then
that means the other brand can't survive on its own. That's not
necessarily.
Okay, so that means you're taking the time to build up 30 to 60 more guys. That makes no sense.
It would be it would be a separate company.
Okay.
It was already a company, so I would just keep it running.
He fucked up the World Bodybuilding Federation. Okay? He fucked up the XFL. Do you honestly believe that he fucking takes WCW and makes it into a brand that's profitable?
He should. That's what he should have did, because he's good at wrestling.
No, he's not good at wrestling, and that's that's what you're led to believe. Vince McMahon is not good at wrestling. You can see. You can honestly see it right now. This is all Vince McMahon right here.
In what way? Why do you say he's not good at wrestling?
What? Okay, I will counter your question with another question. And no. And the only reason I do this trick shit,
I was about to call you out on it.
Is because you have to answer this question in order to answer your own.
All right, fair enough.
Where did Vince succeed without Arnold Scullin, Pat Patterson, and Jerry Briscoe? Or you know what I'm saying? Where does he succeed? Show me a success.
Okay, so to counter that question, so I can make it informed.
Okay.
What periods were he involved without those people? Because
he's only been involved. He's only been non-involved with those people after Attitude.
After Attitude.
After Attitude. So we're saying Ruthless Aggression on. Basically, OVW class forward.
Okay. Well,
where's the success?
Brock Lesnar.
Wrong. Not a success.
How is Brock Lesnar not a success?
Where does the success come from?
From being in the WWE.
His success comes from being real in UFC. Quote unquote real, because UFC is work. Continue.
He was hot before he went to.
Then he flaked. The numbers show that Brock Lesnar was not drawn at the time he was champion and when he left. They were in a down cycle. Okay, so when he came back after being after being UFC champion, that's when the money started coming in. But by that point, WWF was on autopilot.
WWF was on autopilot then.
WWF was not on autopilot then.
Ruthless Aggression?
Hell no, they wasn't on autopilot. They had lost $250 million from the World Wildlife Fund lawsuit.
Okay, when I say on autopilot, I mean they have their golden goose. They have their printing press for printing money. So of course it's going to fluctuate from year to year because that's business. But however, as far as star power and being over, I mean
it's John Cena. I can answer the question for you right now. It's John Cena.
That was going to be my number 2.
John Cena is the success. But look at John Cena and compare it to all the other top guys. Okay? What does John Cena lack that all the other top guys had already had? Except for Rock. I'll give you Rock too. Rock was probably the first real creation. Okay? Because Rock was brought in a controlled environment in Memphis. Mm-hmm. Okay? And brought up and heavily protected the entire time. Mm-hmm. Okay, fuck if he did jobs as a champion. Who gives a shit? He was still protected. Okay, in the greater scheme of everything, Rock was protected the entire run. Okay, he always got his heat back, always. So where's the success? There is no success. Vince didn't create anybody until Cena, but Cena was an amalgam of everybody. He had he had some fire of Steve Austin. He had some shit talking ability of John Cena. He had some showmanship like Shawn Michaels. He had some technical prowess like Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bit of everything. Okay, he wasn't fucking strong at one thing. He wasn't fucking fire. He wasn't fucking pure fire like Steve Austin. He wasn't fucking the embodiment of Americana like Hulk Hogan was. He wasn't the fucking everyman Italian strongman like Bruno. He was this hodgepodge of everybody. Okay? He was a sprinkle of this because that worked. He was a sprinkle of that because that worked. And he was a sprinkle of that because that worked. And you put his ass in a bright ass t-shirt.
Because he doesn't have a real gimmick.
No! He's fucking poaching the dog in the Simpsons. And I'm not knocking him.
Right.
Because he held the fucking company down with that corporate machine ass gimmick.
He's the second franchise.
Yeah.
The franchise juniors.
Yeah, I am not knocking John Cena.
And he can rap.
Yeah, I heard the CD in 05. The shit ain't bad.
Hell no.
From a hip hop standpoint, it's definitely better than that shit you listen to on the radio now. And I'm not trying to be old man, get off my lawn type shit. That shit is garbage.
Oh man, yeah,
That shit. All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. That shit is garbage.
yes, it'd be a whole lot of new shit and shit that people be singing and shit. Because I don't listen to I listen to sports radio and that's the only radio I really listen to. So there's a lot of shit out people be singing and shit they be enjoying, and I'm like oblivious. And then when I try to get into it, I'm like, what the? You listen to this?
Right. You're actively talking about being a junkie on this track. Okay, this track you're talking about doing drugs. Like, a motherfucker put it back in the day. He said, some paraphrasing. A motherfucker said, back in my day, we talked about pushing the drugs. Now these motherfuckers talk about doing the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was like, it's fucked up because they fucked up. And our generation was fucked up because we was out here just selling the poison. You feel me? Yeah. So, I mean, granted, the shit was good. The music was dope, you know what I'm saying? But sounds have an effect on the brain.
True that.
And I'm not trying to go on to that motherfucking tangent because we will get there in the journey. But in the between time, we're going to make a pause for the cause. Because we